ladies, and from what I can see, much fewer gentlemen in here. Which is the same as the word out there, isn't it? There are more women than there are men. However, men have most of the power. And when you have disparity in power, what do you have? Inequality. But you see, things like equality and inequality, justice and injustice, right and wrong, these are the things that you cannot just comprehend intellectually. For there to be real changes, you must understand them down deep in your guts. You gotta get a little bit emotional. You gotta make it personal. You gotta feel it. In my family, my mother would always tell me and my younger brother that our father, he's the hero. He's the man. Everything he ever did, he did it all for us. And he was the hero and the man. He was a police officer, handsome, dashing, courageous, tough. He was on a national soccer team, athletic, popular, a ladies' man until he met my mother. And to me, when I was younger, my mother, I loved her no less than my father. But mom was just mom, while the father was the man. My mother also had a job. She worked at a bank. And she was also on the national bridge team, but still, mom was just mom. It wasn't until much later in life when I started to realize that mom had one more job than dad. Because mom got us up in the morning, fed us, made sure we went to school, came home from work in the evening to teach us homework, tucked us into bed at night. And when we got a little older, she was the one that sat up late into the night, waiting for us to come home. And when my father fell sick, it was my mother who sat with him every second, every minute, every moment, and every day, without any help, without the assistance of a nurse. It was her. And it was in her arms that he took his last breath. There comes a time when you have to realize who we are as men and women. It took a long time for me to realize that after everything, my mother was the strongest one of us all. Every day, she empowered us. And yes, my father was the hero and the man, but my mother was the hero and the woman. So this is personal for me. And I'm sure everyone in this room have similar stories. Equality cannot happen if you do not feel it in here. Changes cannot happen if you do not feel it in here. Make it personal. The world that we live in, men have most of the power. Women do most of the empowering. And this has to change.